Hi, welcome to my channel Ruby Crochet Tejido. Today I'm going to teach you how to crochet this beautiful design. Super easy, super fast to do. I hope you guys like it and give it a try. And here is the list of material you're going to need to make it. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and click on the little bell. That way you get notifications each time I upload a video. Remember, I make my videos in Spanish and English. If you receive a Spanish video and you want to see the video in English, go to the main page of my YouTube channel. Then you'll find the English version in there. Also, you can send me a message and I can send you the link. And at the end of each tutorial, I always leave a playlist with all my English videos. I wanted to mention before I start, I mentioned this at the end of the video as well, is that I tried this on and it's a little bit too big for myself. This will be like a size large. I mentioned as I work on the video that probably will be like a medium to a small, but no, it's a size large. Because it's a little bit too big for myself, and in between size I'm a medium, almost in between medium and small, but this one is too big for a medium. I recommend when you are working the motifs, when you're doing the last row of the purple, once you do these two, that you attach these two together, and then you're working and the other two, when you do the last row, attach these two together. Don't do this part, and that will be smaller. Also, you can make the motif smaller. You can do until the black, and they will be smaller. If this was for myself, I have to finish with the black, but I will change the color, because if I want to do the nice border, I don't can finish with black and do the border in black, because you don't want to get the same effect. So what you do is you start with the black, purple, black, and then the purple or the color that you choose to work with, and then you'll have the border with the black. That way it will look like this. That's what I recommend. I wanted to mention this before I start as well, because I mentioned at the end. That way you know your size and the size that you have to make each of these motifs. For this design, this is the material I'm going to use. Is a blend of bamboo and cotton. The writing is in Chinese, so I don't know the thickness, so it's like a fine one, and the color black and like a lilac, and the crochet hook at 3.5 millimeter. You're gonna need tapestry needle and scissors. We're gonna start with a magic circle. I'm gonna pass the hook, pass the yarn through, and we're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna do 2 double crochet, so for a total of 3 with a chain 3. You're gonna chain 1, you're gonna do 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3, chain 1. You're gonna continue with this repetition until you have 5 of this group of 3 double crochet. You're gonna finish with the chain and a slip stitch on top of the third chain. Now we're gonna do some slip stitch until we get to the chain 1 space in here. Now you're gonna chain 3, and now we're gonna do again the group of 3, so that's 1, 2, and 3. You're gonna chain 1, and that's in space. You're gonna do 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over, you go to the next chain space, and you're gonna do the same repetition. We're gonna do this on each 5 space of chain 1. So you're gonna end up with 5 of these motifs. 2 and 3, chain 1, 3 double crochet in the same space. 1, 2 and 3, and only the chain 1 is in between these two, not here. Okay, so like that you're going to continue until you work into the last one. You're going to finish with a slip stitch on the third chain, and you're going to change color. You will cut the yarn, lose the tail, and then we'll start working with the next color. Now with the black, I'm gonna do a slip knot. I always like to start with a slip knot to secure my work, and already I have the loop for the first chain. So you're gonna come to one of these spaces in between the motifs. You see you have a motif here with a chain 1 space, so in between these 6, 3 and 3, there, where you don't have a space of chains. You're gonna pass your loop and chain 3. That way the seam is not in one of the motifs, it's on the side. 1, 2 and 3. Yarn over in the same space. You're gonna do 2 more double crochet for a total of 3 with the chain 3. Yarn over, you're gonna go to the chain 1 space, and you're gonna do the same repetition. Now it'll stay exactly the same. 1, 2, 3 double crochet, chain 1 and 3 double crochet in the same space. You see that those always stay the same. 1, 2 and 3. Yarn over, you go to this between the 2 stitches, you know, the 2 group of 3 and 3, and here, and again you do 3 double crochet, yarn over, go in here where you have the motif, the chain 1 space, and you do the same repetition. So you're going to continue working exactly the same all the way around, and you're going to finish with a slip stitch on the third chain here where you start in the beginning of the round. we're gonna slip stitch until the next space, and between those 3 double crochet and 3 double crochet we're gonna chain 3 again. In the same space you're gonna do 2 more double crochet, and the chain 3 will be the third one, and yarn over. You're gonna come to the chain 1 space, and you're gonna do 3 double crochet, chain 1 and 3 double crochet in the same space, always the same. One, 2 and 3. Now you go to the next space and you're gonna do 3 double crochet. 1, 2 and 3, and you go the next space, 3 double crochet. You see now you have 2 groups of 3 in between the motifs, the tips. And to this one again, 3 double crochet, chain 1 and 3 double crochet. And that's how you're going to continue all the way around. And once you finish, you're going to do a slip stitch on the third chain. You're going to cut the yarn, lose those tails, and I recommend to lose the tail, that way at the end you don't have any tail to lose. And then we're going to change again to the purple. Well, in this case the purple that is the one that I'm using. You will change to the color you're using as the second color to do this, the next 2 rounds. Now with this color we're gonna do again the slip knot, and we're gonna do exactly the same repetition, except that on each round you get an extra 3 double crochet space on each side of this motif. So you're gonna chain 3 in the same space again, 2 double crochet, and I like to start always here at the beginning, you know, in the first space, because in the next round you slip to the second one. So 3 double crochet, and again 3 more double crochet. You see now in this space we have 3, 2 and 3, and we're gonna work here on the tip, and we're gonna do exactly the same, 3 double crochet, chain 1 and 3 double crochet in the same space, and then you're gonna continue working all the way around. you're gonna finish with a slip stitch on the third chain, and then you're gonna slip stitch until the next space. You'll chain 3, and you're gonna do in that space 2 more double crochet, and then you're gonna work on each space and on each of these motif with the same color in the second round. After you finish that, you will change color to the black and do exactly the same. I already have here this one. Let me zoom out. There. You're gonna do this exactly the same, and you see I finished with the purple. In the last round of the purple, I attach them together. You have to do a whole one, and then when you're working in the next one, you'll attach them together. I will show you that when I'm ready to do the same with the other one, but the other will be for the back, and I think the back I'm gonna leave it open, so it will be a little bit different, but I will show you how to attach the two together. And the plan that I have is, you see, this will be the strap, for the strap, or here, whatever, don't matter. Let me put it like this because we have the seam here. I don't want the seam for the top. So like this will be for under the arm, and for under the arm I will do a round with the black in this one, and one in this one, the same with the other one, and at the end when you attach the two, you'll have, you know, the two space under the arm but with the black. And then for the back, I think I'm gonna do an I-cord to close the back. That's the plan. So go ahead and do a full one, and then when you're working on the second one, when it's time to do the last round, I will show you how to attach two of them together. So remember, the size depends on the type of yarn that you are using. I'm gonna measure this, that way you know my size. From one tip to the other one is 5.5 inches, that is 14 centimeters. And from the tip to the center is 5 inches, that is 12.5 centimeters. And from one tip, from this tip to this one, you see, across, is 9 inches, and that is 23 centimeters. So depend on the size of the yarn that you are using, will be the size of each of these motifs. This will be like from a small to a medium size piece. So if you want this a little bit bigger, you can add an extra, you know, row here on each side of under the arm. That way it will be a little bit bigger. So I will meet you here when I'm ready to attach the two together. I forgot to mention the amount of rounds. So I did 2 with the purple, 2 with the black, 2 with the purple, 2 with the black, and then I finished with 2 with the purple. I'm ready to attach two together. I'm going to show you how to do that. So in this corner, when you do the 3 double crochet, you're supposed to chain 1 and do 3 more double crochet. What you're gonna do, you don't gonna chain 1, you're gonna come to this one that you already done, and that chain 1 space, you're gonna pass the loop, you're gonna chain 1, then you see, just you chain 1, and you're gonna do your 3 double crochet in the same space. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Now in the next space you don't have chain space, so you don't gonna do 1. What you're gonna do is you go in between those stitches, you pass the loop, and right away you do a yarn over on your hook, and then you go to the next space and do your 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3, and again you go to the next space between those 3 and 3, you pass the hook, pass the loop, and then yarn over, 3 double crochet in the next space, and like that you're going to continue all the way, finish attaching these two together, and then you will work on the next ones. It will be like this, you see, it will look exactly like this. Look how nice that look. And once you finish, you're gonna work on the other two, but these two I don't gonna attach them because I'm gonna leave them open for the back. I'm gonna finish this square, and then after I'm gonna do half with black in here and this border, half in this one, and half, and then I will attach those two together. And then the same on the other side, and they will be open on the back. So I attach these two pieces together, and I already did this part in here in this border. Now what I'm gonna do is show you how I did this. So I did my slip knot. Let me hide these little beads, that way don't make that much noise. And I did my slip knot. And then in one of these corners, I went to the chain one space and I passed my hook through the chain space. That way that stitch don't move around and stay in place. And I chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now in the chain space, you know, inside, I did my other 2 stitches, 2 double crochet for a total of 3 with that chain 3. And then I continue working exactly the same as I did the other ones. On each space in between, I did my 3 double crochet with no chain space, just 3 and 3. And at the end, I did my 3 double crochet, but the last double crochet I did inside the chain again, that way it don't move around. And after you do that, you will cut the yarn, loose the tail, and this one, and then when it's time to work and the other one, we'll attach the 2 pieces together. And it look perfect, nice in the border. Remember, here you don't have any chain space, so you have to attach one of the stitch with the other one on each side. And remember, when you work in this one, the one that you did the 2 pieces together, work the row, finish, loose those ends or tails, do the same on the other side, but when you're working in the next piece is when you're gonna attach them to that one. As I work with the black here, I will attach to this one. So now we're gonna do our slip knot, and I zoom in a little bit, that way you guys can see or try to see what I'm doing because I know I'm working with black, sorry, but I will explain exactly what to do here when you attach these 2 pieces together. Remember, we don't want to have that chain space that we did when we did the corner in here. So what you do, again, you go to the chain space and you pass this loop and you chain 3. Exactly the same, nothing changed in there. 1, 2, and 3. Now what you're gonna do is you grab this one, and in that stitch at the top, the first one or last one that you did, you pass your hook, you pass this loop. Let me see how I can pass all those little strands through. Yeah. And then you do a yarn over, and in that space here you do your double crochet, just like that. And you other double crochet in the same space. And then you continue working exactly the same as you did in here. Yarn over, your 3 double crochet, 1, move that tail out of the way, 2, and 3. Again, you come here and continue until you get to the last stitch, that you will do the same thing that you did here at the beginning. So when I get to that one, I will show you, because you're going to finish here with a double crochet at the end, and instead of the beginning of the chain 3. And you see it's nice and even, and you're done that part. I did 2 double crochet in this space. I had to do 1 more. Back here, what you're gonna do, you're gonna leave that loop. You're gonna come to this space. I have my 3 chains here, the one on the top. I'm gonna pass my hook, pass that loop, yarn over, and do the last double crochet inside that chain space. That way the stitch don't move. Here I'm gonna chain 1. I got my yarn, and I'll loose that end to the inside. That way it's nice and even, like in this side here. Now we're gonna work on the straps, and I'm gonna start with the slip knot. And you're gonna come to one of these, and we're gonna do 4 straps to tie on the top. That will be the easiest way for different sizes. So you're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, nice and loose, yarn over, a double crochet in that space, nice and loose. Now you're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, yarn over. You're gonna come here in between those 2 strands, like this. You're gonna pass your hook, and you're gonna do your double crochet, and that's how we're gonna do those straps. 1, 2, and 3, yarn over, pass it through those 2 loops, and do your double crochet. So you're gonna do the length that you want, and you will do 4 separate straps. And then after, we're gonna do a border with the black all the way around. When you're working on your strap, don't cut the yarn at the end, because you're gonna come back again and the other side of the strap. Let's say 1, 2, and 3. Do 1 more between these 2 strands, and here I do my double crochet. And let's say you have the length that you want for your strap. So what you're gonna do after, if you look at these, you have the chain and then the double crochet, and it look a little bit more round on this side and more straight on the other side. So to fix that, you're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. You're going to turn your work around, and in that same space where you pass your hook to do that double crochet, you're going to pass your hook again, and you're going to do a slip stitch. And you see I make it more round. Again, you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and you go at the same space where you did that slip stitch. You pass your hook, you slip stitch, and look at that. It will be really nice, even in both sides of the strap. 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna show you all the way until the end. That way you see how you're gonna end the strap, and you do your 4 strap like this if you want to do them like this, or you just do chains. You'll do them however you want. So when you get to the last one, you will go to the same space where you start, and you come here, do a slip stitch, chain 1, cut the yarn, and loose the tail, and like that you will have your strap. Look how nice that look. So you will make 4 like that, the length that you want, and then I will meet you here. Once you finish, it will look like this. Now this part is optional if you want to do the border. If you don't, you leave it like this. You do one of these for the back or an I-cord to tie it on the back, and you're done. For mine, I'm gonna do a border all the way around. So with the black, I'm gonna do a slip knot, And I'm gonna start here close to this one, that way you don't see the seam. And I'm gonna pass it between these two strands. Gonna pass the loop. I'm gonna chain 1, in the same space I'm gonna do a single crochet. I'm gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna come here in between these two. I'm gonna do a single crochet, 1, 2, and 3. In this space, single crochet, 1, 2, and 3. Single crochet, 1, 2, and 3. Like that, you're gonna go all the way around. And when it's time to work the border of the strap, I will meet you here to show you how you're gonna do that. And look like this. Remember, this part is optional, the border. I'm about to work on the first strap. I'm gonna chain 3 in the same space where we start the strap, single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Here on top where you did that slip stitch for the chain, in that space there, you will see it, you have a little hole, you'll do a single crochet, 1, 2, and 3, single crochet, 1, 2, and 3, single crochet, and like that you're going to continue all the way until the end, and then you will finish here with the single crochet, and then do the same 3 chains all the way around the border, and you'll continue all the way to the other side. You will work all the straps, and then you finish, and then I will meet you here to show you how to do the I-cord and to tie the piece. I look really nice with this. Like this, it will look the strap when you're working on the way back. Look how nice that look. And what you do is you do your chain 3 and the single crochet exactly in the same space that you did the other one, on the opposite side. Okay, and it will look really, really nice. Like that you will continue working all the way until the beginning of the strap, and then you will work all the way around the other strap, the front, the other strap, the other side, the other strap, and the back, and then you finish here with a slip stitch on the single crochet that you start with. At the end of the strap, when you do your chain 3, do the single crochet inside that double crochet. Remember, we have that double crochet in the center, that way the single crochet is nice and center, and then you continue on the other side. That's what I did in here, in this one. For the strap for the back, I'm gonna start with a magic circle, and I'm gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, yarn over. I'm gonna do a double crochet. I'm gonna close the magic circle, but not too tight, because in the same space I want to finish my work when I come back with the chains. So you're gonna continue 1, 2, and 3, yarn over, and you're gonna come here and do your double crochet exactly as you did for the strap of the top. You're gonna do this. You're gonna return with the chains. You're gonna finish in the magic circle with a slip stitch. You're gonna cut the yarn, loose the tail, and then with the black in the same space here, you're gonna do your single crochet and start with the chain space exactly the same as you did for the strap. I already did mine, and it will look like this. And the length is up to you. You're gonna do the length that you want, and here is where I start and ended this strap in here. That was the first one. So I'm gonna fit it on the back of the top, and we're done. The amount of material that I used was 1 of the black, and I have this little left, but of the purple, I use 1 and maybe 15 grams, give or take, of this one and a bit, because I needed to finish the strap and to do the cord for the tie. But it's absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love this piece, especially with that accent of black all over. It looks amazing. Honestly, I love it. And this is the other side. You can tie it to the back or to the front. It's up to you. You know, I love it. I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna show you the end result, and I think with this color combination I'm gonna do, I don't know if a short or a skirt or something to match this beautiful top. I tried it on, and honestly it's a little bit too big for myself. It feels too loose, and also the type of yarn that I use, or thread, is very silky, soft, and then tend to get loose. So for myself, I'm in between size. I'm a medium right now, almost small in person. I'm in between sizes right now. This one is too big. This will fit a large. So if you want to do this smaller, I will explain this as well at the beginning of the video. You can do this without these 2 rows of black on each side. When you do the last row of purple, you attach the 2 pieces together. That will give you 4 rows, smaller, 2 on this side, 2 on the other one. Also, you can do this, finish in this part of the square. And if you want to finish with the black accent, I recommend to start with the black then. So you will do black, purple, or the color that you choose, black, and then you finish, in this case, with the purple, the one that I use. And then you can do the nice accent with the black all the way around. That way you have this beautiful look. If you want to make this longer, what you can do is you continue, before you do this row of the border here, you do some granny stitch, either changing every 2 rows with the black and purple, or just one color to the bottom, or any other stitch. I personally like it like this. It looks really nice, but it's up to you, the size that you want to make. You have to play with your size. So I hope you guys like it, and give it a thumbs up and give it a try, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber and you make this beautiful design and you want to send me some pictures. You can do it through my Facebook page, Ruby Ne Crochet Tejido, or my Instagram, Ruby Ne Crochet Tejido. Please share my video with friends and family and in groups. That way you help me grow here in YouTube. I wish you have a beautiful day. Bye.